You are now in the black box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka VJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go!
Snake Wood Net Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spider Loke. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
Jeter. Gratitude is the attitude. This show is a blessing to be back in the black box as we blow a succession. The constant, consistent, continuous content creation campaign continues. Those are the 7 C's. As we navigate upon these 7 C's, I am the captain of the voyage, SPI Easty, a.k.a. VJ Keyway, Mr. 1597 himself, aspiring model, killed. Damn, what's the rest of the title? Let's see here. Bam, 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 bam. Aspiring model killed by Samoan Pirus. 25 years later, the same gang kills her brother. Thought that was an interesting title. So with no further ado, let's see what the Samoan Pirus have been up to.
Welcome to Hood War Stories. In this episode, I'll be discussing the life of Sasha Ma. Sasha Tatiana Ma was born on July 1st of 1981, the youngest daughter of the family. Their father died shortly after she was born, leaving their mother to raise her and her siblings by herself. Growing up, Sasha always stood out. She was fond of stiletto heels, leopard skin purses, and fancy hats. She would dress up just to walk to the corner store for a soda. She got the nickname Hollywood because her ultimate dream was to trade her blue-collar Carson neighborhood for the bright lights. The neighborhood around her home was gang-controlled, and her older brother fell to the gang life from an early age. In high school, Sasha received a lot of male attention, but her mother often instructed her not to make a mistake and take up with any of the local young boys, to wait until she got to college, where she could meet doctors and lawyers and live a more comfortable life. Upset about teachers' complaints about how she dressed, a discouraged Sasha had dropped out of high school after her sophomore year and had considered pursuing several careers, from dental hygiene to fashion design. She appeared on a car-oriented magazine and visited several local modeling agencies. During this time, Sasha was going out a lot, enjoying her teen years with her friends. Her mother would tell her to be careful where she went and who she went with, because bad company could put her in danger. In the early hours of November 13, 1999, her mother's fears became a violent reality.
Some of y'all weren't even born in 1999, you young whippersnappers.
Sasha had left her job at a sporting goods store at the Delamo Mall and had gone out partying with her sisters and friends in Torrance. As the group returned to park in front of Sasha's home, with the car engine still running, a different car then approaches. The occupant of this vehicle, who was described as a heavy-set Samoan male, sticks his arm out the window holding a gun and begins firing away. The vehicle that Sasha was in was riddled with bullets. 2 girls were shot, and Sasha was struck in the chest and sat dying in the driver's seat, while her mother tried to revive her, pleading with her to keep breathing. Sasha would be dead at the age of 18. The only male in the car with them was a gang member from a different part of the city. He left the scene unscathed. After Sasha's murder, her mother asked police to organize a meeting with local gangs to hammer out a truce, saying she didn't want any retaliation. It was too late for that. Sasha's brother was from Nightcrawlers 13, and she also had family ties to Carson 13 and CST. Her death further ignited an ongoing war between them and the local Samoan Piru gangs in that section of the city. Sasha's killer was never brought to justice. She is remembered as being down-to-earth, generous, kind, and being that it girl that everyone wanted to be around. As the years went by, her memory is still being honored by her family. Her older brother Richard, also known as Creeper from Nightcrawlers, had seemed to turn his life around. He had a beautiful family and was doing pretty well for himself. He was living in Arizona, but had recently moved back to Carson, and it seemed he had left his gang past behind. But on the night of August 24th, 2024, at approximately 11:35 p.m., Richard was in his car about 2 blocks away from his home when he spotted Boy Rue tagging up a wall with gang graffiti. Boy Rue was from Scott Park, Piru, and they are bitter rivals with the Nightcrawlers and Carson 13, with a long history of violence. The dividing line between these gangs is Main Street, so this strip is a major point of conflict. Without thinking twice, Richard produced a gun and began firing at Boy Rue. Boy Rue was shot, and he dropped dead on the sidewalk. Raymond, who was with Boy Rue at the time, returned fire and hit Richard with a dome shot. Richard lost control, with his vehicle rolling across Main Street hitting a parked car that was on 234th Street. He died moments later at 45 years old, and Boy Rue lay dead on the other side of the street at just 18 years old. In the hours that followed, family members of both victims rushed to the scene in disbelief, and community members were asking what the hell happened.
2 men shot to death on either side of the road that I am standing on. Their bodies still lying there covered by authorities as they investigate what exactly happened here. Well, in the past hour, we went to both sides. And what is happening here on each side of those scenes is dozens of family members and friends who have gathered here. We spoke.
That's crazy. They shooting out and eating out on the same street, needing both D-night on the same. That's crazy. One of them was barely 20, not even 20, would you say 19, and one was 45. Damn it.
Spoke to them both. We tried to gather as much as we could about those 2 victims who are still lying in the street at this moment as authorities work to investigate. All right, now we want to show you some of the video that we gathered while we were visiting both of those crime scenes in the past hour. On one side, you see that yellow vintage SUV. We now know that car belongs to a 45-year-old man named Richard, whose body is lying just outside of his car. Both declared dead here at the scene. Vafatu's father describing his son as full of life, again, just 18 years old. He tells me he was a good kid, a respectful kid who just got caught up with what happens here on the streets.
Boy Rue had a lot of family ties to the neighborhood, but he hadn't been living there. He was residing in Gardena at the time. His homecoming was held properly, with his family and hood showing out to pay their respects. Meanwhile, the Mata family is still healing from not only losing one, but 2 siblings to gun violence. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Damn, generations later, the cycle don't stop. That's crazy on how that ended up on the same street. Gotta try to avoid that bullshit, y'all. Stay about something positive. Usually your M's will do it. Your movement, your motivation, your melanin, your metamorphosis, your money at all costs.
Hop on the interstate and chase me a bag. Pop bottles every time that I pass. It's that mafia swag, fly crippin'. You see me drippin' all this Mac sauce. Baymax, be about your money at all costs. Hop on the interstate and chase me a bag. Pop bottles every time that I pass. It's that mafia swag, fly crippin'. You see me drippin' all this Mac sauce. Baymax, be about your money at all costs. I'm from the land of the crack pavement. When niggas holler stay dangerous and squabble up just like Javante Davis. Niggas haters, they on lame shit. We be on that game shit. He thought he got away. I chase him down LeBron James shit. Blood stains from the stainless. He need a paramedic. And we play ball. Everybody around me athletic. Still stepping. Well committed. I stand on business. Every load I jump in, that bitch tinted. Gon' catch me slipping. About my money low. Run me that bag. Call my bitch and say I need you. She gon' run to me fast. That mafia swag, she can't get enough. And she know I'm about my man. She let her sit and watch me add all this money up. Riders popping out the cut like roaches when the lights on. I'm just like BG with my niggas, whether right or wrong. Dead end mafia. You entering the danger zone. Tiny Macs be cracking heads. You better have your helmet on. Hop on the interstate and chase me a bag. Pop bottles every time that I pass. It's that mafia swag, fly crippin'. You see me dripping all this Mac sauce. Baymax. Be about your money at all costs. Hop on the interstate and chase me a bag. Pop bottles every time that I pass. It's that mafia swag, fly crippin'. You see me dripping all this Mac sauce. Baymax, be about your money at all costs. These niggas be hopping out of foreign whips and feeling like they run shit. The homie like Nick Cannon, he a fool with them drumsticks. Serve him and they done with. Have all of them niggas hit. Something heavy in my Baymax sweater. You see the gun print. Yeah, got me bent behind tent, but I'm low key, give a fuck about the busters. The real niggas fuck with me, I move solo. True pro clubs over polo. You won't catch me in none of you niggas' photos. Y'all too friendly. Hopping out, spilling my Remy, smoking on good pressure. Always in a different low. Gotta keep these niggas guessing. Firearms in my possession. Steady counting my blessings. Believe in God and believe in this weapon. And try not to do too much stressing. Ain't seen my daughter in months. And when we FaceTime, I shed tears, I can't help it. And still connected in these streets just like Wi-Fi. Chucking up the set for death though. We gon' rip ride. Hop on the interstate and chase me a bag. Pop bottles every time that I pass. It's that mafia swag, fly crippin'. You see me dripping all this Mac sauce. Baymax. Be about your money at all costs. Hop on the interstate and chase me a bag. Pop bottles every time that I pass. It's that mafia swag, fly crippin'. You see me dripping all this Mac sauce. Baymax. Be about your money at all costs.
Good net hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga Spider Low. Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
It's Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low. Spider Low.
Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama.
Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Nate Blood, C-Mac. Shout out my Loke, Spider Loke, huh? Nate Blood on Hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, cred.
Point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
You are now in the black box. Whoa! With Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka VJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go!